Hi, welcome back to a new video. I have decided that I need to start introducing myself. So my name is Abby. I'm a fifth grade teacher in the state of Missouri, and I live in a small town and I make videos, lifestyle teaching, and just kind of show you what my life is like in that situation. So it is about 6:36 a.m. This morning. I woke up because I have a long list of things to do. Let me show you. I am prepping for my classroom. It is currently July 17th. I do not start school for about a month. I go back the 13th, so a little less than a month, but I really like to have as much done as I can before I go back so that when I go back for our professional development days or our PD days, I am like ready to go and I can just worry about the things they tell us to do there. I have been working all day for many days. Sorry, that was my computer telling me something. Anyway, I've been working for many days getting things prepped and ready, and I just have not picked up the camera to vlog it until today. So I thought I would show you a little bit about what I'm doing, maybe do a classroom haul at some point in today's video. And yeah, also I crazily decided to redo my classroom theme a little bit. My classroom theme is just rainbows, and it was all like bright rainbows because when I started teaching in 2021, that was the theme, bright rainbows. And now the theme is more like pastels and like smiley faces and like, well, like this. So that's where I'm at, because I've always liked smiley faces and it goes with the rainbows, but I'm just adding more pastels in, and I'm doing more like groovy letters this year instead of all just like straight, I don't know. But anyway, that's the new theme. So I changed all my decorations, hence why I have the longest list of decorations to do, because I'm redoing a lot of things, especially all the words on my wall. I'm also thinking when I go in to set up my classroom, which will be a separate video, that I will in fact be shifting a little bit the furniture compared to how I have had it the past 3 years, not 4 years, because my first year I had the furniture all completely different. But the past 3 years I've had it all the same, but this year I'm going to shift that up too. So things are changing for the better, hopefully. So yeah, I am almost done with all of my decor prep, but I started a list last night and I have this list of things that actually need to get done content-wise before I go back. So, and I actually thought of more things to add to this morning. So we're gonna edit this list. We're gonna get some things done this morning. And then when I wake up a little bit more, I have some videos that I need to record, which I'll talk about a little bit more later. And yeah, so let's get started. I thought I would click through some of the things that I've made. First of all, I make pretty much everything in Canva. Canva is free for educators. They're like pro version, and it's wonderful. Anyway, let's click through some of the things that I have made. First of all, I have made some book bin labels for my small group tables. Everything we do at the beginning of the year, instead of small groups, we do book clubs for our meetings. And these are just mixed ability groups because the kids choose their own book clubs so they can kind of help each other out. And then second semester, I feel more comfortable doing ability grouping because they've kind of gotten back into a routine of school. So I split it into 10 weeks. So it does pretty much take up the entire first semester, especially with breaks and things in there for Thanksgiving and just things like that. So these are actually sticky notes. I will print onto sticky notes, and they will keep these inside of their book club books and mark off the weeks when they're done, or at least use it to know what they're supposed to be reading for which week. And then I have a big thing in my classroom that shows, I have this big thing in my classroom, which is the same weekly layout, and then I have an arrow in my classroom, which obviously is not on here, but I will have this printed nice and big as a poster. I will put it in my classroom, and I will have an arrow pointing to the week
that we are on so they can see which week we're on in our classroom, and then they will have their little sticky notes to monitor themselves. I also do reading graffiti. This is also for second semester, but also composition notebooks is kind of the theme. I mean, literally all the trendy things are my theme. So, anywho, this is my absent folders and turn 'em in labels. So again, there's the black and white check that I was talking about. So I'm doing pastels, black and white, checks, composition notebooks, groovy letters, things like that. So anyway, these are just labels for the different hours of the different folders that I have. I have 6 hours. We don't have a 5th hour, that's my plan time. And then these are for their tournaments. And then I have my teacher toolbox, which you probably have already seen a video of me setting up my teacher toolbox, but then I got it all set up and I set it out with all my stuff, and then I decided that the colors were all pastels and it just didn't vibe, so I needed more brights in it. So I edited it more in Canva and changed the font to groovy letters and added more bright colors. I did not make this. I took someone else's thing and I edited it and kind of changed it a little bit for me. So the one you saw in my video is the correct one. This one I just kind of changed for myself. Anywho, so there's that. I need to print and redo those. And then I have character posters, which I will show you. These were in my classroom as my character posters with the black and white dot background, but I liked them as pastels, and I kind of changed the colors on the characters and kind of made them more pastel versus how bright they usually were. Because like there's that one, but here's the more pastel version, if you will. The last thing is my 10 drawer cart labels, and I just made these again in Canva with the same font that I've been using for most of my other things. And I have 2 10 drawer carts, so I made 2 sets of 10. That's what I've been working on the past week or so. So today, again, I'm really getting content done. I ran out of ink when I was prepping all of this stuff because it's a lot of color. And so I am hopefully going to get some more ink today. It's supposed to come today. And so hopefully I can finish printing and prepping that stuff. So fun story time. The reason I am doing so much of this so early is because I am moving out of my house for 2 weeks on Sunday. And it is, what day is it? Thursday. So I really just have Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So today, tomorrow, and Saturday to get all the stuff done, because I will be out of my house because I have wood floors in my home. And let me show you. They are original hardwood. My house is very old. But if you can see, like, this part is like all roughed up. This part is all roughed up. This has water damage. Like, they're not great flooring. Sorry, the lights are not on. Let me flip it on. Ooh, that helped. Yeah, we have, like, I don't know if you can tell the discoloration, spots of discoloration. This is like someone tried to stain this part and then they like didn't stain this part, and it's got all these paint spots. So it's time to get them redone. So that is what's getting done. The people doing our floor said that would take about a week and a half. So I'm being realistic, and I think it will probably take them probably 2 weeks, if not a little bit more, because I feel like when they get done, let me switch you down. I feel like when they get done, they're gonna say like, oh, you probably shouldn't walk on your floors for so many days. So we thankfully are very close with my husband Alden's family, and so we are going to move in with them, and they literally just live right down the road. So we're gonna move in with them and live in my husband's old bedroom for a few weeks, and we are leaving for Alaska, not this Saturday, obviously, but the next Saturday we're leaving with his family to go to Alaska for about 9 days. So
we're not gonna be here. And then when we get back from Alaska, that week is the week of the 4th, and that's when they said they could do our floors. So we have to get our house packed up this week and move out. And then next week, I mean, we could be in here next week, but we just kind of wanted to get it done, so we're not pushing to the last minute. So next week we're really focusing on like packing and things like that for Alaska, not packing up our house. Yeah, but anyway, so next week we'll pack, and then we get back from Alaska, and then that week they are doing our floors, and then that next week they'll probably still be doing our floors, but that next week, which is the week, the 13th is in there somewhere. I think that might be a Tuesday or Wednesday, but that week I go back for professional development. So yes, lots of things. So I'm gonna prop you up so you can actually see my screen, see what I'm kind of doing, but let me turn you around one more time, and then I really will be doing something and not just be talking to the camera the whole time. Okay, so something I did yesterday, which I had not shown you, again, this is Canva. I make vocab videos, and each week I record myself talking about the words they're gonna see for the week in their reading. So I have one for Wait Till Hauling Comes and one for City of Ember. So I need to record each week as a separate video today. And then I need to work on these exit tickets. I call these their vocab video exit tickets. They do these every single week, and they are going to go along with the video. So I need to work on these and make sure they're all how they need to be. That's our first priority. This earlier, but now I can like actually talk you through what I'm doing and then show you a quick clip of how I do it. So every week they have a certain section of books to read, which I kind of showed you earlier with the pacing guide. They have pages that they have to read every week. So the beginning of every week, I like to show them the vocab they will see as they're reading, because they read or listen independently. I have the option for them to listen. So I made these slides, and each week is so many words. And so I will be making a video of my voice recorded over the slides, talking through each word, and as necessary, like for week 2, I kind of need to explain, as necessary, explaining their exit ticket. So each week they do have an exit ticket. This is what they kind of look like. There's 5 different ones, and there's 10 weeks, so they'll do each one twice. And I tried to stagger it as best as I could, but a couple of the weeks they'll do one and then a different one, and then the next week do the same one again. But I tried to stagger them. I will be giving them time in class to watch the videos of me talking through the words, which they're about 2 minutes, but they pause them and play them whenever they need to. And then after they watch the video, or during the video, whatever they need to do, they will be filling out their exit ticket. So right now I'm going to go through and record my vocab videos. I have week 1 done. I did that yesterday, and then it was really late, so I just stopped. So when I'm in Canva, I can click present, and then there is a present and record option. If you click next, then you click go to recording studio. There we go. And then this is kind of your setup. I have my camera off on my computer, so it doesn't have that, but if you want your camera on, you would just turn your camera on or toggle that and turn a camera on, and then you click start recording or back to editing if you want to fix some things, but start recording, and you're able to click through your slides, and it just shows the slideshow. It doesn't show all this extra stuff over here. Welcome to your week 3 vocab video. Your next word is inflict. Inflict means to... Okay, I have all the vocab videos recorded for Wait Till Helen Comes. I have 1 of 10 recorded for City of Ember. So before I record for City of Ember, I kind of want to take a break from recording. 1, because I'm just tired of recording. And 2, because I got kind of hungry and I made myself a little yogurt bowl. So I'm kind of eating and I don't want to record and eat at the same time. So I'm going to take a break from recording, eat my little yogurt bowl, and I'm going to set up my teacher planner. It's so cute. Oh my gosh, I love it. I got this from Hobby Lobby. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. So this is the vibes of my classroom. And then you have your like monthly spread. And then you have your weekly. I'm gonna set this up. And I'm going to set up my lesson planner. This is just my teacher planner of like, this is where I keep my to-do lists. And then this is my lesson planner, which I got on Amazon. And it is Hadley Designs. So this is how it all starts. So I'm gonna like fill all that fun stuff in. And she has like a daily schedule, which I'm probably not going to use because I teach the same thing every day. So maybe I'll fill out 1. I don't know. But then she has like student information, which I'll probably actually just use as like a contact log if I have to contact parents. And then important dates and birthdays. And then she has like a monthly spread every month, which I probably won't use if I'm being honest, but anyway. And then at the beginning of every month, there's a cute little thing. So that is for this month, which is, I kind of like that the months are all empty, so we have to fill that in. So that's gonna be a project. And then she says, use these guides to place your stickers because there's sticker tabs in the back. So I'll put the sticker tabs on. So I'm gonna spend a minute filling out my planner. Also, I saw a really cute idea. One of the teachers I watch on YouTube, she, each month, she would put a like inspirational, I don't know. She put like a, what did she call it? Like a weekly pick-me-up, and she would put like a Bible verse reference somewhere on her like monthly layout page. And she wouldn't put the actual verse. She would just put like 1 Corinthians 5:19 or whatever. I don't even know what that verse is. I just said something. But like she would put the reference there. And then every month she would have to look up the verse. And then it would be like a weekly thing. Now or a monthly thing. She did it on the months and on the weeks. That's a lot. So I'm probably just going to do it on the months. But I thought that was a really cute idea in a way to like keep reminding yourself of like, you can do it, like God's with you, that kind of thing. So I'm probably gonna do that too. It is multiple days later. I don't even know how many days it's been, but it's been some days. So I have been in the process of packing up my house because I told you about the floors the last time I picked up the camera. We're getting those redone, so we have to move everything out. So the past few days have been me packing up and every so often doing school stuff. And the first time that I vlogged, I got busy because I had to go help with our church's Bible school. And so I just didn't pick up the camera until now. But here we are, continuing to work on things for the classroom. So right now what I'm doing is I am printing off some sticky notes that show the weekly reading for different book clubs that we're doing, which I think I talked about last time I was on here. So let me show you those. So I'm just printing. I made the like thing on Canva and then I downloaded it as a PDF, and then I have like a guide which I've used before. This one doesn't have anything on it, but anyway, it's a guide to show me where to put the sticky notes, and then I put the sticky notes on and then I print. So I'm printing these off and then I'm putting them on. You can kind of see it, it's just a blank piece of paper in my book club's binder. So that's what I'm doing right now. And while I'm waiting on those to print, I'm taking out the vocab from last year, because last year I did holes. I'm not doing holes again this year, so I'm going to take these vocab pages out from last year while I'm getting these in and waiting for next week's print. So I'm going to put you on a time lapse and I'll pick you up once I'm done with all of that. Since I picked you up last, I did go through my binder and kind of take things out that I don't need anymore and adjust that, and that's almost ready. The only other thing I need to add to that is comprehension questions for each week, because I pull my kids with me and I ask them comprehension questions, and then we dig a little deeper, making sure they're understanding what they're reading and kind of checking to see if they actually did read. Yeah, so I need to do that. But other than that, I have been recording. It's taken me a very long time, like hours of time, but I have been recording myself reading through the book club books, because I like to give the option for my kids to listen to the book read aloud. And usually I just find the book read alouds on YouTube. But what I have run into and what my kids have noticed and told me is that a lot of the YouTube videos reading through the books, they do not have very good fluency, and the kids have a hard time following it. And so I said, you know, if you can't find it, just do it yourself. So I am doing it myself, and it's taking a very long time, but I have week 1 of both books done. And then in City of Ember, I had reread it this summer and I needed to finish it. And what I needed to finish was weeks 9 and 10. So I just went ahead and finished it reading aloud and recorded myself. So in City of Ember, I have week 1, week 9, and week 10. And then in Wait Till Helen Comes, I just have week 1. But it's been taking a minute, but I have a good start on that. And I honestly will probably just do those as needed once the school year starts. I'll just stay after school for because they only take about 30-45 minutes to record, which I know is a long time, but if I do like half of one day and do the other half another day and just stay after school and get them done a few days a week, then I can just do them as needed. And then that gives my brain a refresh of what happened in that week's reading, because I always like to listen to it or read it before I discuss it with my students, so I make sure we're all on the same page and it's fresh in my brain. So anyway, I have that all done. Now I decided to open up my school email, which I have not looked at all summer because I do not have my email on my phone. Per my principal's suggestion, he suggested that we do not have our emails on our phone so we can kind of separate our work and our home life, which I love. So I have not been on it, and I decided that I was just going to open up real quick and go through my emails, because we have training that we have to do every year. It's like videos that we have to watch, and they email that to us, and I'm about to go pack for, moving out like I mentioned. So I decided that I was going to get in my email, clear it out, and start listening / watching those videos while I packed. And I pulled up my email and I have 156 emails.
I do not have this many emails in my email ever. Every day after school, I literally like clear my inbox as much as I can. And like, if I get an email that I don't need, or like, I will literally make myself a note and rather have a sticky note on my desk than have an email. So like, you know, I delete the things as fast as I can. So like, the most emails I would have in my email at one time are like 5, and they would all be read. And like, there's 156 unread emails. So I'm going through that right now. But then I'm going to start my vector training and get packed, but that's what I'm doing right now. I did also make myself a new to-do list. It's much shorter, but this is everything that I have to get done before school starts. Also, you know, setting up my classroom. Down to 78 emails. Okay, y'all, I did it. I have all of my emails opened. I only have 4 emails in my inbox, and they're all opened. They're just things that I need to do that I'm not going to do right now. Okay, let's do a haul. Sorry if this is bad lighting, but this is what we're working with while my house is in disarray. So just ignore like the lamps that are up here. It's fine. So anyway, let's get started with this haul. So the first thing that I bought that kind of honestly initiated the changing of the theme because I thought it was so cute was this doormat that says "Have a good day," and I honestly could not tell you where I got this from. Potentially came from Target. No, I think it came from Hobby Lobby. Yeah, so that was kind of what initiated everything. So that's the first thing I got. The rest of this is not going to be in order of what I got or even organized as from where it came from. It's just going to be me taking things out of boxes. Yeah, so I got some tissues. I got this on Amazon, these bags of Skittles. And then I have stickers, which I did not purchase this year, so that will not be in this haul, but I'll show you at some point, that say 5th grade is a rainbow of possibilities. So it goes with the like Skittles taste the rainbow thing. Anyway, then I got Jolly Ranchers. I like to do Jolly Readers where when I ask for volunteers to read, I never make my kids, they don't have to read, but I ask for volunteers. And sometimes when the volunteers are lacking, I'll say, I need a Jolly Reader, and those hands go up because then they gotta get a Jolly Rancher to eat when they're done reading. So, are for candy, and I bought some candy to put in it. There's just, I just got like a variety pack of candy from Target, and it had like regular Skittles, purple Skittles, and then there's some Lifesaver gummies in there, and then Skittles gummies too. That's all. So I got this for my back table, my small group table. This summer I went to the zoo with my dad, and I always have to get a stuffed animal when I go to the zoo because I'm a sucker for a stuffed animal. But this is Puffer the penguin, and he is going to be a reading buddy, a special reading buddy. He will not be out all the time. He will sit up with me, and then whenever I have my kids read, sometimes I have them like kind of popcorn read, but they don't like have to read. Again, I never force my kids to read. So I always ask one person to start, and then they start, and then I like this because I don't have to really monitor it. It's very like student led. The starter person gets Puffer, and then he will hold Puffer while he reads to the class, and then when he's done reading his designated page or paragraph or whatever, he picks a volunteer and he will toss Puffer to the volunteer, and then they will have Puffer and read, and so on and so forth till they're done with their assigned reading. And again, it's very student led, and the kids love it because they get to hold a stuffed animal, which you would think, oh, 5th grade, they're too cool. No, they're not. They're 10. They like stuffed animals. Anyway. Oh, also, side note, do your kids or students or anybody that you know that has stuffed animals, so probably not adults, children, do they call their stuffed animals stuffed animals? Because that's what I called them when I grew up, and that's what I called them to my students. But they call them like stuffies. I don't call them stuffies. I did not grow up calling them stuffies. Again, I call them stuffed animals. So let me know in the comments, what do your kids / students or kids you know call their stuffed animals? Do they call them stuffed animals or stuffies or something else? Let me know. And then got some snacks for my classroom. So I got these mini chomp sticks, the chomplings, Cliff Bars. I got the chocolate brownie kind. I got some just plain composition notebooks because my students have to have a composition notebook for my classroom, and I always have kiddos that can't afford, or their families I should say, that can't afford school supplies, so I always have a few extra in case someone needs it and does not have one. I got this little mini eraser. Next thing I got were these push button lights. I'm not going to take them out of the package. You know what they are. They're little tiny lights, round lights, and they stick on the wall or wherever you want them to stick. And yeah, I'm going to use them for bathroom passes, and we're gonna see how that goes. The cutest little thank you cards. Then I got some border from Amazon, clickers for making your lights remote control. 2 of these little spinny caddies, 4 rolls of this. Oh my gosh, more border. I got way too much border. This cute smiley face border. Oh look, I bought more border. Here's this, and it's double-sided. I bought stickers. I got these stickers from Walmart. They came in a 100 pack, and it was like 2 something for a pack of 100. So I got these kind. These kind. Tell me these are not the most middle school stickers you've ever seen in your life. These are also very middle school. I got some pouches. This, which is peel and stick. This is from Hobby Lobby. This small pouch. I got this string for making bracelets in my classroom because sometimes we make bracelets on like free days or fun days or whatever. Wait. I'm sorry. Stop. This is adorable. I can't handle it. It's so cute. Oh look, I got more border. Disco ball cutouts. I'm gonna put them around my room on bulletin boards. Just little accents. Isn't it so cute? So cute. This little light I got from Hobby Lobby. I got this new teacher bag from Amazon, and I'm not gonna pick this up, but that white roll is, it's very hard to point. That white roll is a roll of whatever. I'm not even gonna try. It's a roll of Better Than Paper that I got from Hobby Lobby, and that rug, which I'm not gonna pull over. That is all. That's the haul, and I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. So thank you for watching. This is probably so long, but if you're still here, thank you for sticking around. Leave a comment if you feel like you want to, or you have a question or whatever, and I will definitely respond to that. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in my next video.